Hello there, today we're going to take a look at the 5 best budget smartwatch on the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks, and then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best budget smartwatch. You can find timestamps and links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 5. Fitbit Versa Lite. Like a Fitbit Versa, but lighter on features. You've probably already heard of the Fitbit Versa in your search for a new smartwatch, but did you know the company now has a less feature-rich and therefore more affordable version of it? It's called the Fitbit Versa Lite, and it's now our best cheap smartwatch. It isn't the most comprehensive smartwatch experience as notifications are limited, you can't listen to music, and there's no contactless payment technology. But with all of that said, if you're looking for an attractive timepiece that tracks your workouts as well as offers a few basic smartwatch features, this may suit you. Before you buy the Fitbit Versa Lite, we'd recommend checking prices for the Fitbit Versa. In some markets, it costs a similar amount to the Lite, and if you can get the original watch, you'll get additional features such as music and swim tracking too. If not, the Fitbit Versa Lite is a great companion if you're looking for a fitness-focused smartwatch. Number 4. Garmin Forerunner 45. A pared-back run tracker that packs in some serious features. Looking for a more dedicated fitness watch? The Garmin Forerunner 45 is one of the company's entry-level devices, and it's a top choice if you're looking for something built for running and exercise. It has GPS on board, a heart rate monitor that we found to be accurate in our testing, and a few other features that make it stand out as one of the most affordable running watches. You'll be hard-pressed to find a more comprehensive running watch that is also cheap, so if you're after something that can make sure you're being put through your paces, this could be the best choice on this list. In terms of bang for buck, the Garmin Forerunner 45 is one of the most impressive running watches out there right now. You'll be hard-pressed to find a more comprehensive device for this price. Yes, it has gaps and compromises, but it also sets the standard for features we now expect in our lower-end watches. An excellent entry-level option. Number 3. Ticwatch E2. Basically the only great cheap Wear OS watch. The Ticwatch E2 isn't a phenomenal upgrade upon the Ticwatch E, but it will offer a waterproof design and better battery life for a similar price to the original watch. The design of this watch hasn't been improved much, so it still doesn't feel particularly premium on your wrist, but it's still a good-looking piece of tech that we're happy to wear at all times of day. You'll get around 2 days of battery life from the watch, there's GPS built in, and swim tracking as well if you like to take your devices into the pool for a dip. One of the biggest frustrations is the lack of NFC, which means you can't use Google Pay on the watch, but you do get all of the rest of the benefits of Wear OS here. That's something nothing else on this list offers. Number 2. Amazfit BiP. Looks like an Apple Watch, but it's not as smart. Okay, this isn't the most inventive smartwatch you're going to find to buy in 2020, but it is one of the cheapest. In fact, it may even be the most affordable watch that is actually worth buying. It looks quite like an Apple Watch, but this device is a whopping 6 times cheaper than a top-end Apple Watch Series 5 when bought brand new. It doesn't do anywhere near as much as the Apple Watch, but it does sport some incredible battery life at 45 days and lots of features for cyclists and runners, including a heart rate sensor. A good fitness tracker doesn't need to look like the Apple Watch 5 in order to succeed, but it sure helps. The Amazfit BiP is a head-turning wearable that, even once you learn that it isn't an Apple Watch, is still worth your attention. Number 1. Polar M200. Another running watch for your consideration. The Polar M200 is one of the most affordable running watches money can buy, and you'll find it includes almost all of the fitness features you'll want from a smartwatch. We found the GPS could be a little slow at times, and the design isn't as premium as some of the other devices we've seen from Polar, but apart from that, this is a solid running watch with great battery life. This won't offer notifications and apps like some of the other devices on this list, but if fitness is the main aim for you, the Polar M200 is an affordable choice that offers a variety of top features. The Polar M200 offers mid-range features on a low-end budget. With GPS, heart rate monitoring, tracking for various activities and sports, and a waterproof build, the Polar M200 is a strong budget choice. The design could use some work, and the GPS is sometimes slow, but otherwise this is a great running watch. Now that we showed you the best budget rowing machine, let's talk about a few things you should look for before buying one. How to choose the best cheap smartwatch for you. When shopping for a cheap smartwatch, you should look for the same things as if you were shopping for a higher-priced model. First, what kind of smartphone do you have? If you own an iPhone, we recommend sticking with the Apple Watch Series 3 or some other version, as the Apple Watch is the only smartwatch that fully works with the iPhone. If you have an Android smartphone, your best choice is either a Samsung or Wear OS smartwatch. Both of those platforms fully support Android phones, such as making and receiving calls from your wrist, as well as crafting messages. Wear OS has a much larger app library than Samsung's Tizen-based operating system, but we prefer the interface on Samsung's smartwatches, and they tend to have much longer battery life. After that, you want to find a smartwatch that best fits your wrist or style. You have the most options with Wear OS, as many of Fossil's brands, Diesel, Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Misfit, Emporio Armani, and more, all have their own smartwatches, with a multitude of styles, bands, sizes, and more. Both Apple and Samsung offer far fewer options in terms of style and size. You also want to consider what you plan to do with this smartwatch. If you're into fitness, you'll want a smartwatch that's water resistant and has GPS and a heart rate monitor. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.